So when I was younger, my dad used to tell me this story about the scorpion and the frog. And so this scorpion one day needed to cross a river. And so when the scorpion got to the side of the river, the scorpion saw a frog and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Frog, can you please, give me a ride to the other side of the river?" And so the frog looked at the scorpion and said, "No, I'm not going to give you a ride because, if I give you a ride, you're going to sting me and then I'll die." And so the scorpion, said, "No, I'm not going to sting you because if I sting you, then you'll sink and we'll both die. So why would I sting you?" And so the frog says, "I guess you got a good point. All right, hop on." So the scorpion hops onto the frog's back and they proceed across the river. And halfway across the river, the scorpion stings the frog and they start sinking. And as they're sinking, the frog says to the scorpion, why did you do that? Why did you sting me? Now we're both gonna die." And the scorpion looks at the frog and says, "Because I'm a scorpion, and that's what scorpions do." And so I remember when my dad used to tell me this story, this allegory when I was younger. I didn't really, fully grasp the metaphor and everything. But as I grew older in life, I began to, understand about, about understanding about humans' nature and understanding that people are going to do what they're going to do. Certain people are that scorpion. And as I grew older and was really dealing, with women, getting in and out of relationships and getting my heart broken and everything, I remember just going through a good while where I was depressed and I just couldn't figure out women and because of it, me being a sensitive guy and an emotional guy, it brought me a lot of emotional turmoil in my life. I couldn't understand, why. It almost drove me insane, trying to replay back the relationships over and over in my head. Why did my high school sweetheart cheat on me? Why did this happen? Why did she do this to me? Why did, it was like, was it my fault that why would they cheat on me? Maybe it was my fault that they cheated on me. Maybe, I'd replay these scenarios over and over in head like a broken record, like insanity. And as I discovered MGTOW content and started diving in and researching, a lot of things started to click, and I started to research deep down the rabbit hole and discovering, red pill awareness, especially the rational male theory, those books, and it opened my eyes. That's where the red pill terminology comes from the the movie The Matrix. Once you take the red pill, then you become aware and you see the world in the Matrix for what it really is, and you can't unlearn what you've learned. And at first, it was upsetting. I went through the different cycles to learn this type of information about sexual dynamics and females' nature and men's nature and the real truth of the world and the world that we live in. It made me upset, but afterwards I found myself in a deeper level of peace and happiness than I'd ever felt in my life. And now that's the place that I've been at for the past several years now, just this overwhelming sense of peace in my life, having discovered this awareness. And I think one of the biggest reasons why I feel such peace now in my life is having this awareness and loving and appreciating women for what they really are, not for what that I wish they were. Loving and appreciating a scorpion for what it is, not for what you wish that it was. A lot of people, that's what causes, especially a lot of men that hurt in their life, is because they want women to be something that they never can be. Women are going to be women. And it's not that you have to hate them. Don't hate women for what they are. Just understand that that's who they are and appreciate them for what they are. You can, having this awareness of sexual dynamics and human nature, real human nature, the truth about it, will set you free and will be an advantage in navigating through life, and almost kind of like having the manual, like the cheat codes to be able to navigate through life. and understanding the real game that's going on. Like I remember back in the day I would play like Zelda and things like that, and my uncle gave me this big like guidebook. It was like where all the little secret caves were and treasures, and it allowed me to navigate through the game with ease. And so that's what understanding MGTOW philosophy and red pill awareness, it's like having that cheat code, that guide to be able to navigate through life, where most people, most men especially, are navigating through life just only with the conditioning that and the information and the education that has been given to them by the system, by the school system, especially Hollywood propaganda, music, and it's all been it's all been revolving around this world of the female imperative. And so that's again why I think it's so important for men to research and to understand about red pill awareness, because it sets you free and it'll help to break you free from the matrix, where you're going to be bitter and have resent and hate in your heart towards women, but appreciating them for what they are. Just know that this is who they are, this is their nature, and not expecting them to be something else. You can still and with the information you can choose to navigate through life, whether you want to still date women, get married, or just completely go your own way, not having any relationships with them. But you can make that choice, being an aware man. And I think that's where the power, the peace, and the freedom comes in, is going through life confused and never understanding. Awareness will set you free. Like I say a lot of times, awareness and information will set you free. Just going through life ignorant is not freedom. So as I discovered the red pill awareness and MGTOW philosophy, I did in the beginning. It hurt and in the beginning to learn it, but as I continued to dive deeper in researching, reading lots of books, then I developed a deeper sense of peace of life now that's carried with me, to where now I'm very happy in my life. My businesses are going great. I'm totally happy being single. I still have plenty of women in my life, family and friends, women that I work with, do business with. I still date, but I'm aware now. I'm an aware man, and I understand what is going on, having the guidebook to play through life. So please share below, how understanding MGTOW content, red pill awareness, how it helped change your life for the better. And until next time, guys, have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life. See ya.